Welcome to an updated video in POSAdvisors tutorial series for EncorePOS. My name is Billy, and today I'll be walking you through everything you need to know about the inventory count utility for Apple devices in our new version, 1.1.625. If you'll be using an Android device, there is a link to that video in the description box down below. The first thing we'll be looking at today is how to add or edit an existing user in EncorePOS with the Count app in mind. We'll start with the EncorePOS dashboard. Click Welcome on the top right-hand part of the screen and select My Account. Then click Users to go to the Authorized Users screen. This displays the permissions, security level, and name of the users authorized on your EncorePOS account. Here you can add, edit, or remove users. We'll start by editing a user. To do this, click on a user to highlight it, and then click on the Edit button. Enter or change the personal information, password, and permissions of a user. The checkboxes next to Count System Quantity on Hand and Count Last Cost indicate whether the selected user can view these pieces of information. Leave the Count System Quantity on Hand marked No if you want your employees doing a blind inventory. Once everything is set to your liking, click Update. When you're finished with this page, click Close in the middle of the screen. Then click on the X on the top right-hand part of the screen. Now you need to gather a few pieces of information and get some things ready before we can move to the Count app. Click on Welcome again, but this time click Settings. If you look to the left side of your screen, you'll see a set of numbers unique to your server. Take note of them as you'll need them later. Under Barcode Scanner Compatibility, click on the Suggest button. This tells EncorePOS to look through your LiquorPOS inventory to match the formatting of the barcodes in your database so that all the items in your store can scan and be recognized. When you see the complete window on your screen, click Yes, change my settings. Click OK to close this window. Then click Save. Now we're back to the dashboard and we're ready to install the app to our Apple device. Starting from the home screen, open the App Store. Tap the search button at the bottom of the screen, type in EncorePOS, and hit Enter. Select our app from the search results. Tap the Get button to start the quick installation process. After it's done installing, tap Open to pull up the app. From here on out, you need this device to be on the same network as your store LiquorPOS server. So open your Wi-Fi settings and connect to the proper Wi-Fi. Tap the text box under Server Address. This is where the set of numbers that you took note of earlier comes into play. Enter the address and tap the Test button. Server Located tells us that everything is working correctly and that we're ready to log in. Tap the Login button, enter your username and password, and hit Login. If you saw any hiccups along the way, check that your Apple device is on the correct Wi-Fi and that the server address and your login details are all entered correctly. Otherwise, you're ready to start counting items. This is where the magic happens. Start by simply tapping one of the yellow scan buttons on the bottom of the screen. Tap OK on this prompt to allow our app to use the back camera for scanning. Align the red line on your screen with the barcode like so, and hold it there until this menu with various details on the item appears on your screen. You'll find that the higher the quality of the camera in your device, the faster it will scan barcodes. Enter a quantity in the text box here at the top of the screen. Once you've entered the quantity for this item, tap Submit at the top of the screen. After you enter an item into a count, you get a review of all the major details on the item. And from this screen we can enter another item as well. We can use the scan tools I demonstrated before, but if you don't have a barcode for an item or the item's barcode is otherwise unreadable, you can type in the item number and perform a count that way as well. At the bottom of the screen there's a blue button with a keyboard on it. If you tap that button and enter the item number into this text box, it will bring up the item just as a barcode would have. Just as before, enter your quantity and tap Submit. This app can also be used to enter a new item directly into your database. Simply choose either the barcode to scan or the keyboard to type in the item number. Either method will take you to this screen where you can enter the basic details of the item required by LiquorPOS. First, enter your count quantity. Then enter the brand, which in this case is Bummer and Lazarus. Next we enter the description. In this case it's a dry gin. Scroll down to enter the size. It's a 750 milliliter. And for the price, this seems like a good number. Make sure it all looks correct and tap submit to enter the item. When we're finished counting, we can use the arrow buttons at the top of the screen to navigate between items. If you find a quantity that is incorrect, you can tap the pencil icon on the right side of the screen. From there, you enter the proper quantity just as you would if you had just scanned the item. Now that we've made sure everything is correct, we're ready to move back to the server for the final part. We'll start with the EncorePOS login screen. Enter your credentials and click Login. Click on the Utilities tab, hover over Inventory, and click on the Count Files utility. At this screen, you can move forward in two ways. Firstly, you can load a single file to edit, review, and post, or use this button here to combine multiple files from multiple users into a single file. If you'd like to combine files, click this button and use the selection menu to choose which files to combine. Once you've combined files, they will show up as a single file labeled Combined. Now you can load that file by selecting it from this drop-down menu and clicking on the Load File button. In combined files, if one user scans one item and another user scans that same item, it will add together the two counts. On this screen, you see all the items that have been scanned into the count file. Across the top here, this button will push everything in the table into a purchase order. This button closes out of the file, saving any changes you've made, so you can review it or post it later. This button will delete the file if it's not needed anymore. And this button will post everything in the table below into your inventory. You can edit the counts for individual items by selecting an item and pressing this pencil icon here. Or delete items by selecting them and clicking the trash icon here. Navigate a large count file by using the search function or using the buttons on the bottom of the table. When the table is set to your liking, you can copy it to your clipboard and paste it elsewhere as needed by clicking this button here, push it to an Excel spreadsheet by clicking this button, convert it to a PDF with this button, or send it directly to a printer by clicking here. You do always want to make sure to save the variance report in some fashion as it cannot be recreated. If you decide to post the count, EncorePOS will ask if you'd like to replace your quantity on hand with the counts in this file, or if you'd like to add them to your inventory. After you've chose which one you'd like to do, you'll get a pop-up confirming the action has been completed, at which point you click here and click Done to go back to the dashboard. That'll about wrap it up for this video. Let us know what you thought by leaving a like or dislike and a comment. Be sure to subscribe to keep up with the latest and greatest from POSadvisors. We'll have our website link and support number all in the description, so don't hesitate to call us if you need us. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.